Hi, I'm Mario and welcome to New Energy Conversations. Today we chat with Mr. Hamlin Holder of Cube Root Farms to find out how new innovation in farming could help us tackle food waste and climate change at the same time. Hamlin, thank you so much for allowing us the opportunity to interview for the New Energy Conversations. Really excited to see what's happening here at your facility. But we're here to talk about tackling food waste and how activities like what you're doing could fit in to help us be more efficient and sustainable producers of food. Can you describe the extent of the food waste challenge globally and as well as here in Trinidad?
Sure. Well, first off, thanks to NGC and OCM Network for making all this possible. In looking at the increasing cost of food, one of the most recent events which have been the Ukraine conflict, as well as, of course, the big COVID, that would have caused the price of food to increase quite a bit. And there are two driving forces that are followed by that, and that's the fertilizer cost and also the fuel price, as we see energy prices going up. Now, that is, as you can see right now, to get simple things like wheat, we have to basically ship that almost 5,000 miles away from Ukraine. And while globalization comes with some benefits, we can see that it does have an impact in terms of the quality of food. And also, we are seeing that when the food reaches here, there's a significant amount of waste. We focused on leafy veg, and this is our second container now on strawberries, because vendors and supermarkets told us that almost 40 to 60% of all the strawberries that comes to Trinidad and Tobago actually gets disposed. And that is what is basically resulting in such a high price for a pound of strawberry. So, we are willing to support any entity that is looking at that food waste. One other area that we also need to look at is, what do we do with that waste, how it's disposed of. So the issue of food prices and the issue of food waste are all interconnected. And definitely, when we look at the amount of greenhouse gas that is produced when an item comes from a very far remote location. So that's why things like vertical farming, urban farming, where we have almost zero to negligible food mileage, and the food becomes fresh. That could definitely be a benefit to all.
Yeah. I recently saw UNEP, United Nations Environment Program report, 2021 report called the Food Index report. And I was quite surprised to see estimates of Trinidad and Tobago in households only. We're not talking about producers of food, but the consumers of food in households. We waste almost 103,000 tons of food each year. Can you describe or explain what some of the steps you think the average household could take to be part of the solution to tackle food waste?
Yeah, so waste is a subtle thing, right? When you're looking at a household level or even a community level, one of the things is about education. And one thing that I always promote is not really technology, but forming back that relationship with where we get our food, how it's produced, what is used to produce it, how much pesticides, what is the cost to produce it. So at a house level, what I would say is, one, try as much as you can to buy local. And if you can't buy local, also assist if you can possibly grow as well. At least a small amount of food. But when you have to feed a society that is growing and the economics of production, you definitely need to see where the food is coming from. And one other thing I always say is that try to get the youths involved in agriculture, because if they understand how the plant grows, how it flowers, what is required for its growth, and become a little more intimate with how plants and food is produced, when they go to the store, they get more familiar with it. So keep buying local, keep supporting local, and definitely whatever waste that comes of it, We always promote, using composting methods. We also do a lot of vermiculture, and that is basically taking any waste product and turning it into fertilizer, which is a rising cost at present. So you could, at home, turn your waste, your food waste, your eggshells, your boiled provisions, skins and so on.
Into about coffee grounds.
Coffee grounds as well.
I have a lot of coffee at home.
Yeah.
Well, Hamlin, I want to thank you so much for giving us this, about to do the tour of the facility and explain a little bit more in depth. But thank you for sharing with us your thoughts on tackling food waste and how work you're doing to tap into that collective could help improve our food system and reduce food waste.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Any opportunity to share what I know, at least people could benefit from the knowledge I have gained up to this point. So I really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.